Okay, so we've got a short video here on rounding for decimal places. You're often asked to round equations up to so many decimal places. So this video is just a small explanation on that. The rule of thumb is if the number to the right hand side of the previous number, so let's say the 2 in relation to the 3, if the right hand side is 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4, the 3 stays the same. If the number, let's go to this one, the number on the right hand side of the 3, if it's a 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, then the 3 would round up a number. So this rounds up, and this will stay the same in that context, stays the same. So I've got some examples here on the board. If we look at the numbers, we've got 15.32. The number to the right of the decimal place, one number to the right is actually it's a tenth of a millimetre in this case. If it's 2 numbers to the right of the decimal place, it's hundredths of a millimetre. If it's 3 decimal places to the right of the decimal place, we're talking about 1/1000th of a millimetre, and if it was 4, it would be 1/10,000th of a millimetre. So we've got some numbers there. This one we're just going to round up to 1 decimal place. So we've got 15.32. The 2 means that the 3 stays the same. So what you would end up with there, if you're going to 1 decimal place, 1 dp, your answer is going to be 15.3. This one here, 15.639, if we round that to 2 decimal places, if we look at the 3, the number to the right is a 9, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 means that we round up. So the 3 is rounded up to a 4, so this one here is going to be 15.64, and the 9 gets crossed out, actually in that one that gets crossed out as well. So this one here, 18.1825, if we go to, for this one, 3 decimal places. So 18.182, the number to the right hand side is a 5, which means we round it up. So the 2 is rounded up to a 3. So we end up with 18.183. And that's your 3 decimal places. This one here, we've got 21.1999. And let's say that we want to go to 2 decimal places with that one. So if we, the first column is the 1, we've got a 9 here. This 9 here means that we have to round that 9 up. So for that one we end up with 21.20, and the last 2 9s get crossed off, so they don't count. This one here, we've got 54.9998. Let's say that we want to go to 2 decimal places with that. Well, obviously the 9, which is the next one after the 2nd decimal place, means that this one rounds up to 10. Adding a 1 to that means that goes to 10. So we've got 0, 0. Adding the 1 to that means that we end up with 55.00. We have to put the 0, 0 in because we've asked it to go to 2 decimal places. So the 9 and the 8 get crossed off. These 2 9s round up because they had to, because of the 9 on the right hand side of it. And it means that we have to add 1 to there, so we get 55.00. So make sure you always add the 2 decimal places like you're asked to. We can also talk about rounding to the nearest whole number. Rounding to the nearest. You will be asked this occasionally. Whole number, I haven't put whole number. So what do we mean by that? Well, let's take this equation here, 18.18, and they want to go to the nearest whole number. Well, the whole number is on the left hand side of the decimal point. The 1 in this case wouldn't have any impact because it stays the same. So the nearest whole number for that one there would be 18. This one here, nearest whole number, 54.99. if we round it to the nearest whole number, well, the 9 means that it has to round up, so the nearest whole number in that case would be 55. So that's a little explanation on whole numbers and rounding for decimal places. Follow the rules. If it's 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 after the number that you're looking at, that means it stays the same. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, that means that the number to the right changes this one here, so this becomes 15.64 as in that equation there. So wee bit of a refresher, nothing too major, just have a look at it and hopefully it will give you some help. Thank you.